Hey everybody. Hi everybody.
Hey, it's been so long.
We're here with Randy from Window Magic and Richie Blue and Mark Tanner and Tim Huber and you can't see me and I like it.
I like it.
Cam Hoover.
But
What's
I
up
can see you.
everybody? So how's everybody doing tonight? I know I'm tired. I worked today. Not I don't normally work, but today I worked.
Me too. Me too, man.
Me
No
too.
sugar and no caffeine is not treating me well.
Mm.
I've quit the sugar and the caffeines, so
Really?
You're not drinking any caffeine?
yeah, I'm trying to go hard body karate, and I don't know if it's gonna work or not.
You taking multivitamins too, though?
Huh? Yes.
Are you
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess you guys can. You
Flintstones?
guys kind of see me in the corner. Can anybody tell me if you can see me in the corner? I'm kind of in on Randy's head a little bit.
I can see you.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
Well, I'm
Can
just
you
like
see
a
him?
little dude in the corner. It's super.
I can
it's
see
kinda
you
cool.
right straight up.
Yeah. Oh, you
Well, I
can.
can't. I'm not. I can on our screen. I just
Oh,
can't see.
okay.
I'm sharing right now. Sorry. I'll shut up.
So
I apologize.
you guys see me in the corner. Who's
Oh, hold on.
who's doing that? Who's doing that? Is that Richie Blue? That's Richie.
Yeah.
Mr. Cool background.
Mr.
I
Cool
want
background.
to.
It's not a podcast until Richie ruins it. So let's. So, Richie, will you do us the honor of kind of giving us how did this relationship, friendship, happen between you and Randy? Can you give us some backstory a little bit, Richie?
Sure. Well, I knew Randy separately, and Steve is her husband, who's the guy that showed me how to clean windows.
Uh huh.
But I knew them before they met. And I used to see Randy with some mutual friends that I knew as well. And then I would see Steve with mutual friends that I knew. And then one day they were just together. I don't know how they met or whatever. And then that was that. So, and I was kind of glad that I behaved myself on both ends as much as possible. One of them hated me, you know.
Right.
You know how it is, right? Like sometimes you're not maybe nice to one person, and then you're nice to the other person, and then all of a sudden they're together, and now you feel weird because you threw somebody under the bus.
But there was no weirdness.
No. So it was cool, and then but before that, I was cleaning windows for Steve for a while, and then by the time you met Steve, Randy, I don't think I wasn't working for Steve anymore. Yeah.
More.
I went out and started my own thing and stuff. And so that's kind of, and then we've always stayed in touch over the years because we all have like mutual friends. Like, so we see each other around and stuff,
Do you work in the same areas as Steve?
Sort of. Randy has, well, I'll let Randy tell you about that, but Randy does a lot more stuff than I do. I mean, Randy does storefronts, obviously, commercial office buildings, residential, mid-rise, right, Randy? I mean, you do everything, and I'm just like, so she's all over the county, and I am too, but just with storefronts, and we don't really compete much, right? I mean, like
We help each other.
we help each other. Yeah, like I've stolen a few accounts from Randy. She doesn't know.
And we've stolen a few from Richie, so it's even.
And actually,
No.
I worked for Randy. I went back to work when I got back into window cleaning. I went back to work. I was starting my own thing, but Randy was subcontracting work to me because she had so much. She's got a lot of commercial work, and I was doing a bunch of stuff for you, right? Like all the banks she has chains of banks that need to get done. A couple different chains, 2 or 3 different chains of banks, and a bunch of just Trader Joe's, like all kinds of stuff. And so Randy's got no shortage of work, unless you're a loser. If you say, hey, you're a loser, she's like, all of a sudden, it's just dried up. We don't have anything. I'm sorry,
Randy, did you ever clean windows?
Yeah, I cleaned windows. So I started working with Steve. Now Steve's out of the window cleaning now. We bought a little screen service in about 10 years ago. So he does the screen. So I run the window cleaning, but I washed windows. I'll still go out and wash windows if I need to. I haven't in probably over a year. I love to wash windows. I worked in my dad's business. It's funny. My dad had a manufacturer's rep business for architectural products. And one day I'm calling on an architect to see if he would buy some of our products. No lie, a month later, I'm in washing his windows. The same person, he didn't even know who I was. You know, when you're the window cleaner, you're just the obscure person that, you know, is in the background. So, yeah, I love washing windows, and I love, with this little store, I'm having more fun talking to all the window cleaners.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Because everybody acts all secret. You know, they keep their cards close to the chest. Other window cleaners, like, I don't want you touching my, you know. But then when you're in the store, it's a level playing field, and it's so fun.
Yeah, it's kind of like the podcast. That's essentially what we dreamt this all up about, was like, man, it's just the window cleaners getting together and shooting the breeze. You know, that's really what it was about to begin with. So the camaraderie is the best part. You know, kind of before anyone expounds on anything, I would like to say that the fact that you worked in your dad's business and now you got your own. My daughter's going to work with me this year.
Aww,
so
that's
she's
16. So cool. How old is she?
She's 16. Yeah, so I'm gonna work with her this summer. I think it's gonna be fun. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. The videos and the pictures should be out of this world, because Elena's a pretty gifted photographer, and she's a smart kid, so it should be a good time. We should have a lot of fun.
My kid don't talk, man.
Elena won't talk either, but you know, she might flick the camera off or be like, "What's up?" or something like that. You know, but that's about it. Joey won't even look at the camera, dude. Joey doesn't even acknowledge that you're alive. He just.
I got him to tell him. What did he say? He told me to fuck off or something today.
Yeah.
That's the first 2 words he said to me in 2 weeks. So I was like, yes.
Now, do you guys work together?
Joey and I do, yeah. Right now we are.
Okay.
Yeah. He drives around, and I clean windows.
Yeah.
His son Joey drives the truck, and Tim just sits there and tries to get him to say things on video, and he never does it. Like, he's like, I think if you break him, it might ruin everything. If you break him and he just like bends to your will and starts talking on video, it might ruin everything. You know what I mean?
I figured out today I'm the narrator in Joey's life. That's what I do. I talk to myself all day and entertain myself at Joey's expense. But I'm his narrator. And every time, I'm play-by-play for this dude.
Right.
Like
how? Let me ask you, how old is Joey?
He's 23 now.
Yeah,
so.
You know, it's a generational thing. My son came to work. He's 19 now. When he was 18, he worked a summer for me, and then after summer, I got him a job doing some storefronts with a friendly competitor, and the guy calls me and he says, you know, your kid's a great window cleaner for only working a summer. I said, well, he's got the hands, you know. Yeah. And he says, he's just hard to talk to. He doesn't say very much now, does he? And I'm like, yeah, my kid can go all day long without saying a word. Because, you know, that generation is, everything is said over the text.
Joey decided he was going to do online schooling to get through high school.
Yeah.
And I said, well, now you're getting in the truck. So you can do that shit in the truck. While we're cleaning windows. So him and I, that's how I got back into it full time in residential. Because we ended up subbing for a year and a half, and then we launched on our own. So Joey's built this company with me.
Cool.
Like it's same as on his back as mine. I mean, legit.
So I have to ask Randy, if you ever had a not so friendly competitor walk into your store not knowing who you were and try to buy window cleaning equipment, and then you say, get the F out of my store, like someone that took a word job from you or something, because that's the way it is here in Florida, man. There'll be fist fights in that store.
No, I have not had that happen yet, but I did have a guy come in and he didn't know we had a window cleaning business, and he said, I'm not buying from my competition. And I'm like,
really?
Okay. There's enough windows for everybody. I don't think anyone has, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't have to compete, especially in San Diego. There's probably over 3,000 window cleaning companies. Don't you think, Richie? Yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
We don't have 3,000 in our whole state. I can guarantee you that.
We got so many.
I got 30 battling in our city, man. Just 30 different commercial guys doing it around a little 50,000 person city.
I have to ask, Randy, how long have you been in business in window washing?
So window washing since 1991. So what's that?
So that's a long time.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah. So let me ask you, with that many window cleaners, has the pricing taken a hit at all, or it's?
That's what's tough because San Diego's so competitive, and you have everybody across the spectrum. You know,
imagine it's like Florida, like you have it, Mark.
Not like
retirees, no. With the retirees and stuff.
We get an occasional retiree that'll come down and start hammering on the streets. Okay, but I mean, in 2 counties, which covers probably 130 miles, I would say there might be 40 window cleaners. Now, keep in mind, I don't keep up with the residential guys that are strictly residential. There's probably more of those that you don't see. They're in gated communities, you know. Right. But of my competition, which just the commercial aspect of it, there's 30 or 40 companies, you know, and some come and go. But there's not hundreds or thousands of window cleaners in Florida, you know.
Right. Oh, wow.
Yeah. That doesn't mean you're invited, but, you know.
So, yeah.
I've already flossed.
There's a lot.
You got to treat them good, man. You treat your customers good, and they'll stay with you. Hey, Randy, I thought that 1986 is when Window Magic started.
Window Magic started in 86, but I didn't start washing when I was with my dad's business.
I was there when Window Magic started. I was working with
you were there at its inception.
It's all about Richie and his street cred.
I'm saying, I heard you say 1991, and I'm thinking like, well, no.
Wait a minute, man. That lie I've been telling everybody I've been cleaning windows since 86 is not true. I've actually only been cleaning windows since 91.
No.
I've actually only been cleaning windows since 2016.
Yeah.
And Richie washed windows on his motorcycle.
I did.
On your motorcycle?
A scooter?
Come on,
was it a scooter?
Tell him, Richie.
Well, I
couldn't have a ladder on it, did you?
No, but I did have a pole.
Ladder was on his back.
I had a pole bungee corded down the side like a javelin. Are
you serious?
Dude. A sissy bar came up on the back of my motorcycle, and I bungee corded my my bucket on there and put all my tools in there, and that's how I started.
There's no way that there is not a picture of you knighted up on that motorcycle. There's no way there's not a picture. There has to be a picture, right?
Yeah, come on, share it up, Fonzie.
Pictures, Richie.
It was embarrassing. Anybody has a picture, Randy might.
I have a picture of Richie. Okay, can I tell him, Richie?
Well, it depends on what it is.
Is it in a bathtub?
Is it a dime roll?
Richie had a mullet. Dude, we need that picture. You need to send me that picture. Email that picture to asksqueegee at yahoo.com. We need that Richie. We need Richie Blues mullet on a t-shirt. That shit would be so dope. Wouldn't it?
It'll be the new logo for your products.
Yeah. Richie and the mullet.
Hey, speaking of maker products, Randy, I heard you got a new product coming out.
I do.
Yeah, the Desperado by Ricardo.
Ricardo. That's a little joke from before the show. She called Richie, and we were trying to get her into the Skype chat group, and she's like, Ricardo, and we just fucking fell out, dude. It was so great. Ricardo! So good. Look at
Ricardo!
He wants to get off.
Azul! That's because south of the border, they call me Ricardo Azul.
It's so out of control. Is Azul Spanish for blue?
Dude, but I got to tell you, on the motorcycle, when I was cleaning windows on the motorcycle, I was so embarrassed that I would park like 2 blocks away from my stop, and I would carry my bucket, everything down. John, I didn't want to see me pulling up on a motorcycle, man.
That would have been the coolest shit in the world. Why would you want everybody to see that?
What was this a real motorcycle or was it some form of scooter? Because most people would park a scooter around the block.
No, it was a real motorcycle. In fact, Steve, Randy's husband, he was really into motorcycles at the time, and he had about I don't know, 6 or 7 scrap bikes, and he parted them together to make one for me. So this thing was I had a Harley Davidson teardrop gas tank, and I had a Yamaha motor, and I had a Honda seat, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a Heinz 57.
It was awesome, man. And when I think about how that was actually a really cool setup. I mean, I could roll in and just park anywhere. It didn't matter how busy it was. But at the time when you're doing stuff like that, you're embarrassed. But now, in retrospect, you think about just how cool that was because it was so practical and economical, and it was cool. What else? I don't know.
Can I tell you my embarrassing?
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So when I started washing windows, I was in the 68 VW Bug. And when I do houses with Steve, we'd be in his Ford Ranger. But when I had to do my storefronts and stuff, I was in the 68 Bug. And I had remember that Cal West Awards, Richie, that 2-story job? And I'd have to have a big long pole in my 68 Bug, so I'm trying to angle it in there. And I got, trying to get everything in the 68 Bug. And so this one time I don't know about you guys, but I do not like canvassing, selling jobs. And
how do you even get a 4x8 pole in a Bug? I mean, I can't.
I come bouncing in and I'm doing some jobs and I'm going door to door and, people are yelling at me. Didn't you see the no soliciting sign? And so finally the security guard comes over and he's like, you got to leave this property. There's no soliciting here. And I'm like, okay. And I grab my pole and my bucket and I'm angling them in and I turn my VW Bug, put it in reverse, and it just putters and runs out of gas. Oh my gosh. So I got to go get a gas can, leave my VW Bug in the middle of the parking lot. I mean, you just want to turn to liquid and just go into a hole in the ground.
Hey, Richie, I have a question for you, man. When is your next motorcycle jump at Arnold's?
Yeah.
Can you tell me when you're at Al's restaurant? Are you gonna jump a Shark Tank, or are you gonna jump like a bunch of Ralphies? What are you gonna jump?
A helicopter.
A helicopter.
Helicopter.
While it's running.
While it's
jump
running,
the rotors and everything, right? You got to make it extra dangerous.
Yeah.
There's moments when I wish Richie was around, like when my jukebox is not working, he could go by and kick it and get it running, stuff like that. Or when I need some extra slick in my hair or something like that,
How many?
If I need a cigarette out of someone's sleeve.
What's that?
What's that, Richie? Why'd you quit
Oh,
talking?
no, I'm just looking. Hey, Richie B, motorcycle sounds like a new PT. Never mind. I don't want to say that. Jason Lehman is on. He's a new customer of yours, isn't he, Randy?
Hi, Jason.
No, Jason's all right. Let's not get out of control here.
Yeah, let's not give him a big head.
He's on the. He's in the comments section. He's not actually in.
I can't see. How come I can't see such things?
Because you got to sign on to YouTube, and then you could see the comments.
Yeah, and we barely got you on Skype.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
You got my forehead on Skype.
Yeah, that was awesome. Would have been a Mark Darnell moment. We should have just left it like that. Let her talk with her forehead the whole time.
We Randy, have Richie's forehead right next to mine.
Go ahead, Mark.
Randy, what's the name of your window cleaning company?
Window Magic Window Cleaning.
I kind of figured that. And you guys obviously have some employees.
Yeah, we have. We're not big. We have 2 full-time guys and 2 part-time guys.
Okay. And these guys you do mid-rise and storefronts, or do you do high-rise too?
No high-rise.
Just like 3 stories and under, 5 stories and under?
We can go, I mean, the tallest we do is 5 stories. And DI.
Yeah.
Is how we do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and we do, we have a commercial route, and then I got 2 guys doing, like, we do senior citizen homes, bigger ones and things like that. Some banks, Wells Fargo's.
So how do you normally do the 5-story buildings? By lift, by chair, by rope?
DI.
Okay.
We do it by DI, and the ones that we do that are 5-story, we tell them they're HOAs, and we have them take out their screens, put them by their front door. They leave their window open. We're real specific. They leave their windows open. We're not going to be able to do any of them below.
Right.
But that's how we do with DI.
You've got to be super. I have that issue too sometimes. It's like, there's a couple of places I do the windows. They're like one of them's a 4-story place, and they like to leave the windows open. It's like, why didn't you do my windows? Because the window below it was open, and your window was open. Jeez. What do you
we send them a thing. If your window's left open, they all got the notice. And it works out good that way. Well, but we don't like to do high ladder work.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I complained. I told the property manager, I was like, listen, they keep leaving the windows open. I'm not doing it. I'm not, I'm wasting my time. I was like, I want the job. It's a good job. And then he was like, you know what? Here's keys. And you have my permission to go in all their apartments and shut the windows. So I have keys. Yeah, so I have keys to get in, because they're elderly people. What can you say to them? You know what I mean? You can't.
I know.
You can't say nothing to them. It's like, hey, dummy, shut your window. You can't, you can't do that. So I just go to the door and knock, and then politely ask if I can come in and shut the window. And I make sure I take my bucket with me, my tip jar with me. I go inside. I clean the inside of the windows. And then, go outside and clean the outside. Just like, can you leave your window closed until I'm finished? So I butter them up, you know what I mean? I throw on the old Boy Scout charm, you know what I mean? Only thing I think this year I'm gonna get me an extra little pouch on my side, and I'm just gonna fill it with Werther's Originals, so they'll really like it.
Yeah. No, you gotta get some stale ass candy. Them old people always have stale ass candy. When I was a kid,
those little
and I go to my
those
grandmother's, they had these little blue candies that make your nose run. And when you're 6, that's not fun. That's not fun at all. Walking around with boogers all over the place.
Hard on the outside, and they have that jelly on the inside.
Yeah, that gooey, the wrapper. You don't know if you're eating the wrapper; it sticks. Yeah. No good. So, Randy, what are some of the challenges that you face in being a window cleaning equipment supplier?
The biggest thing I have faced, well, first of all, it's a saturated market. There's great window cleaning supply places that people are used to getting them from. And how we started was there was a local janitorial supply that sold, and I don't know if it was due to mismanagement, they went out of business. So a lot of the local window cleaners, because there are so many, but they're usually, sole proprietorships. They're not big companies. They don't want to buy online. They want to go into a place. So I thought, why don't I just open a place? Because we already had the screen shop. So we had the storefront anyway. So it wasn't like I had to go rent a place.
Yeah.
But getting the word out. And also having everything in stock, because you go to the main guys, they have everything, every little part. So someone's going to go, I need a cap to my razor. Well, I got to order something online anyway. I might as well get everything there.
Yeah,
so just building the customer base and getting enough of the stuff to make people want to come here.
Yeah, and having the stuff that the people want, so it's just not sitting on the shelf.
Right. And we got great stuff. I mean, we got the Wagtail, Mormon, Ettore, Unger, Sorbo. The only thing I have to add is Pulex. That's the next one I'm going to get.
Tieken.
Yeah, Richie, you always have to have the, they're great.
The obscure fucking
all for Richie Blue.
Fucking douchebag squeegee. Yeah, that's Richie. I need a Tieken. You would, you fucking pomade using ass motherfucker, man.
And it's hard to get a good
He
hair
doesn't-
jelly. Okay.
He doesn't eat Werther's Originals. Richie's got to have butterscotch lifesavers. That's how much of a douche he is. You know what I mean?
Butter rum.
Yeah, butter rum,
life.
butter rum. That's what it is. Butter rum. I need butter rum. What a bozo.
You know,
We love you, Richie. We can't help it.
Yeah.
Just,
do you know Ryan Fuster, Randy?
yes, I love Ryan Fuster.
He just
He's
said
watching.
hello. He's
Oh,
watching.
hi, Ryan.
Ryan is not a social media guy, but Ryan reached out to me. This is what Ryan did. So when the podcast first started out, we were like maybe, I don't know, like 4 or 5 episodes deep, and this dude sends me this message from California. He's like, "Hey, what's up, man? I don't want this to seem weird or nothing, but I got your phone number off your sweatshirt." And I'm like,
Yeah.
cool. And he goes, "Well, I don't want you to think I'm some kind of weird stalker, dude. I just like your guys' fucking show, and I'm not a social media person. You know what I mean?" I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." You know what I mean? So I kind of, and just through this podcast, I met Ryan. So how
That's
cool
awesome.
was that? Yeah, got my name off my T-shirt
So,
and my number.
note to self:
sent me a
don't
text
put your
message.
phone numbers on your shirt,
Right,
guys.
yeah. No, Ryan's awesome as shit, man.
He is. And it was actually his family. It was his 2 aunts, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that owned the janitorial company. They did an amazing job, and then they sold it to somebody and then it went out of business. But when they had it, it was great.
It was Padre or something. That was it was called Padres when it went out.
No, Bradley's.
Bradley's, okay. And before that, Steve and I used to go to this place called
CM Supply.
CM Supplies. They had everything in there. It was awesome.
Everything.
Yeah. And
Like
then
a kid in a candy store when you go in.
I know. I just I never had enough money when I went in. I don't know
Hey,
what happened.
it's the dog.
They went out of business.
Yeah, I know, but I wonder
He's
what
getting rounder.
it seemed like that they were doing well.
Tanner.
They did.
We
I
got
think the father got ill.
Nah, Tanner looks the same. He's
It's
not
the
gained
camera.
any
It's the
weight.
camera.
Yeah,
It was
it's
the camera. Yeah.
Wow. Man, Tim said you're fat, Mark.
That's what you're getting rounder when you walked away.
Dude, hey, I tell you, when you see Mark in person, you don't have any perspective.
I've seen Mark in person. I just don't remember it that much.
Well, Mark has got some fucking stovepipes on him, man.
Yeah.
That dude's arms, he got Hulkamania arms.
Yeah.
He's just trying to compensate for his lack of height, but we all know
That's
that.
right, brother.
That's right, brother. But Mark's got some stovepipes on. You better watch it, bro. Twist you up
I'm
into
holding
a
that
pretzel.
polish rod. So, Randy, do you
Tim's like,
sell
I'll just run away. I've got a long stride. You'll never catch me.
I've had my ass kicked before.
And I got
It's
good
gonna
aim. I
happen.
can throw shit. So,
I'm sorry,
Randy,
I didn't hear what
do you
you
sell janitorial supplies as well, or
I
just?
don't.
No?
I'm just strictly window cleaning supplies.
But you would think that's a huge market out there, isn't it? Yeah.
It is. Oh, janitorial, you mean? But there's some
Yeah,
really
supply.
big janitorial companies out here that
Yeah.
got it locked up. So I love just having a niche market of window cleaners. Because
Yeah.
I think we're underserved in a lot of ways. I mean, you go into a janitorial supply and they got one rack of basic squeegees.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Yeah.
Choose
and
the
you
younger.
come in here and you got everything. I mean, you just got the ledger. We have everything just about. We got the tip jars.
Let's take a look. Let's pan
Okay.
it around.
So-
Let's see what you got.
Okay, so let me turn this around. So tell me if you can see.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
we
we
can
can
see.
Can you?
Yes.
You can see.
Oh, okay. So what we have here is the wagtail.
Well, that's fun.
I wonder why you got those.
Yeah, I wonder, Richie. Here's the. Has anyone used the wave
I haven't. No.
wagtail? This is the Precision Glide. Richie, you got to come in and buy this.
Okay.
We got this one. This is the one Richie. This was Richie's inspiration, the 6-inch.
The 7-inch. Yeah, I told Willie to make them 7 instead of 8.
7.
They're flying off the shelves, right?
They are flying off. Ryan
So,
got
so you're saying Richie
Several.
prefers
Yeah.
6 inches?
Yeah.
So you're
Okay.
saying
Yeah.
that, yes. Are you
Pretty
saying
cool.
that Richie prefers 6 inches?
I thought it was 7.
Well-
He likes 7.
Now, is that length or girth?
Jeez.
You guys are so bad.
Yeah,
Diet
Mark
Coke
Tanner. Come on,
Diet
bro.
Coke can 7 inches.
Jeez. Randy, keep
Whoa.
going. You guys are terrible.
I know. Okay. So I grew up with 3 brothers, so I can handle this. Okay. So I got Wagtail.
Uh-huh.
I mean, not Wagtail, the Mormon. I love the Mormon.
Yeah, I like the
And
sleeves.
they developed a new handle, which is not out yet. It's coming soon. They're great. Got all that. And then, of course, we got the Samurai in all the different colors.
Awesome.
We got the Etaray.
Traitor.
We got the backflip. We got everything here. These are nice. The Super Channel.
Super channels.
And Sorbo.
All right, now you got to the professional equipment there. I see
Finally.
Sorbo here.
Yeah.
Unger. I love the Unger. Do you guys love Unger?
TJ
Yes,
does.
I'm an Unger guy. That's all I use pretty much.
I love Unger. I love this handle.
Oh, the Ninja handles?
Ninja
yes.
handle.
Yes. It's so great. And I love this. The 6-inch squeegee.
Yeah.
I mean,
Scraper.
Scraper.
Do you have any of that Ergotech modular stuff there?
And
That-
you know, little
That's being copied right now by some Chinese company. Do you have any of that? No.
Oh, they're selling potato chip bags, aren't they?
Oh yeah, that's what
They
it
ain't
is.
selling that shit.
And
Hey,
then,
when you put Willie in charge of your research and development, you're going to get that shit.
Drunk Frog.
Aw, he's cute.
and
So, yeah, that's about
Awesome.
it. We're
See,
very
guys,
little.
cool stuff. She's got cool ass stuff there. You guys can buy from her.
and good job, Randy, on the
Thank
phone
you.
going.
So I'm going
Now,
to
can't
do a.
see, for some reason we can't see you again.
I know because I'm trying to change it and it won't.
Okay. You just
I'm gonna
gotta
flip
tap
my-
the screen.
Hey,
tap
Randy,
the screen
Randy.
and flip the screen.
Yeah.
Do you
flip
know
the
Philip
camera.
Alexander?
Yeah.
I met
Are
him at the window cleaning
Okay.
convention.
And
he
was
teach
it
you how
him
to
that
use a
taught
phone?
you how to film?
It just did it again. That's so great. This is the best ever, dude. This is just like having Phil. Every time she sets it down, it spins around. It's great.
So smooth.
I feel so stupid right now, but I don't know how to do it. I'm clicking my thing and
Call Ricardo!
You need to move that phone. All I see is that Tucker sign.
Yeah.
oh, do you see?
Oh,
Oh, you still see the Tucker sign because I can't. It won't work. I don't know what to do.
Just flip that camera. Just flip that camera.
No.
yeah.
You
What
guys,
you do
you're
is,
not missing
are you on an
anything.
iPhone? You're on an iPhone, right?
Yes.
Just tap the screen, and there should be a camera icon somewhere, and you
there
just
we
it should be up in the
Wait.
corner, and you should be able to get it to spin around. Dave, this is Randy from Window Magic Supply. Dave, the window licker.
Hi,
Didn't
Dave.
Phil start in an old bug too? I think so. I think Phil
What'd he
did
say?
start in an old
Well,
bug.
I don't even know
Somebody
how you get a
said,
poll in
didn't
a
Philip
bug,
start in
man.
an old bug too? Not only are you guys sharing the camera skills, but you guys also both started out in VW bugs, which is great.
And there she went.
And yeah. No matter what, she's got her camera.
You got
jacked
me?
up now.
Am I on
No,
there?
No, your store is.
No, we're right back.
it's
It
still
won't
the
work.
store.
It's not going to work.
Turn the phone around.
Broke the phone.
I broke the phone. Yeah.
There you
She's
go.
like, hey.
There you go.
Bye.
This is
So-
the best.
I feel so
Phone's
dumb.
broke.
I feel so dumb.
Oh. This
Okay.
happens all the
I
time.
bought
Usually it's Tanner.
Mark Darnell says I bought all the 18-inch individually wrapped squeegees at Home Depot to screw over the competition today.
Oh, that's
Nice.
Window Magic Supply. What's up? Yeah, so if you guys don't know, you can go to Window Magic Supply, www.windowmagicsupply.com, if you want to place an order with Randy and
Mark knows they'll have
contribute to the
like
coffers.
we would
Mark
be
knows
ever
they'll have
so
double.
grateful.
they'll have double the squeegees tomorrow because they thought they're having a run on them, right?
Yeah.
It's
Right.
Their
I'm so
inventory's
sorry.
triple.
I can't get this to turn around.
That's okay. We understand. We can still hear you.
Yes. Okay. I like that better.
Turn
I
around
like that better.
every now and then.
At least I'm not looking at that Tucker sign anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, how did you guys meet Richie in the first place?
Oh, I helped screw him over with Perry Tate.
Yeah. We introduced him to this guy that dicked him over. So.
Yeah. That's our friendship.
So he's eternally grateful to you guys.
Yes,
he loves
me.
us.
He owes me and Tim a whole lot.
Yeah. The lack of self-esteem is us. That's us.
Yeah, it's all your fault.
Yes, that's what we
Not
did
our
that.
fault.
Yeah, so far,
That's
that's
what
the
we
greatest thing
pursued
that's
in
come
him.
out of the gunslinger is meeting us, right, Richie?
Yeah. Don't lie.
Everything happens for a reason.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Richie.
And it's spiritual. Hey, Randy, I forgot to you forgot to mention that. Okay, so she showed everybody all the stuff, and that's just in the storefront. But she's got more stock in the.
I got a ton more stock. I got a whole storage.
Do they sell Unger empty nylon bags? What the hell does that mean? What's an empty Unger nylon bag?
The Unger rag bag.
I got the Unger bag right here. The
There
Ergo pouch.
There you
Ergo
go,
tech
man.
pouch.
Is that what you're talking about? She's got that.
There's what the Chinese company's ripping off.
And also you can order screen parts. So if you do screen repairs,
screen repairs, you can buy screen repair stuff from them as well.
Got the ledger.
Yeah.
Got all the swivel.
Yes.
So yeah,
She's
got
got
the
everything.
This
yeah,
kid in the
I
kid
got
store
the
right now.
red rubber, the facelift.
Yeah. Hey, is your website to where we can order off of it yet?
Yes. It's
Okay.
all set up. We'll ship right out to you.
All
right.
Awesome.
what about your screen parts? What kind of screen parts do you sell?
Well, we sell. Wait a minute. I'm still
You
trying
sell-
to flip this. Oh, now I think I just. Oh,
Now I just
shoot.
broke it. Oh,
What did I just do?
dad nabbit the heck. Now, do you sell?
I just did something.
There she
Oh,
goes.
boy.
Do you sell
Oh.
bulk screen?
Hello.
Hello.
There you go.
Yeah,
you got it.
sell?
You're
No,
on.
you got it now. Do you sell bulk screen?
How come I can't hear you guys?
We can hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, we
yes,
can
we
see
can
you
hear
too.
you. Can you hear us?
I can hear. I've been
my
trying.
God.
Oh, hey! I can see you guys. You guys can see me now too.
Yeah. All right. You need to sit a little closer to the screen.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
Hold the phone closer.
There,
How's
here you
that?
go.
Yeah,
That's great.
perfect.
Woo!
Can you guys hear me though?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So for screen parts, we carry. We got everything. We got the solar screen. We got the tough screen, the pet screen, corners, rails. But I think that'd probably be better. But for people local, it's great to come in here and get it because most window cleaners, before we got the screen shop, we hated making screens. Hated it, doing it on the job because everybody
I think
blames
it's
you
easy money.
for breaking their screens.
Yeah, I think it's easy
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do a mobile screen unit, man. One truck
I
just
always
going around.
do.
That's all I do.
I
Yeah.
always give them a warning beforehand. They're like, "Can you rescreen this?" I'm like, "The corners are probably gonna bust."
Yeah.
And they're
They're
like, "What
yellow,
do you mean?"
they're
And I'm
gonna
like,
break.
"They're yellow and they're fragile. And once I make that screen taut, it's probably gonna pop." I said,
Yep.
so, no, I don't want to do it. And they're like, "Well, I don't care. I just want it fixed, man." And then you fix it for them. And they're like, "Dude, you broke my screen." It's like, I told you, man. I told you that this was going to happen. And you didn't want to listen
Bro.
to me. You know what I mean? Come on. You know? People don't ever listen to you when it comes to, am I the only one that has that problem?
No.
Okay.
But the thing-
I just want to
you-
know if it was just the universe getting back at me. Like I say something to somebody and they're just like, I'm just going to ignore that. And then the thing you warn them about happens, and they're like, "Well, dude, I'm pissed." Sorry.
Dude, I had one. I never do screens. I've done my own screens at home, and my guys went to clean the windows at my son's karate. The karate instructor, and so they went and did the house, and then they called me and they go, "Hey, Master Ken said that." Want to know if you'll fix it. His screens are falling apart. So yeah, bring all the screens home. I'll put some screen in it for him. I'll do a couple of mine. Long story short, I put them on the table, and the spline was coming out in like 1/8 increments, and it was all rotted. I go, you know what? So I call up this hardware store that's local, little hardware guy, bring in all the screens the same size. I go, how much to pull this all out and put new charcoal screen in? And he goes, $15 a screen. I said, sold. I got the screens back, charged him $20 a screen. All I had to do was drop them off. Done. I got more tools than most guys. I was not going to fight those screens.
They can be tough. They can be tough, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially
usually if I break a corner on a screen, what I do is I pull the spline back out. This is why I always wait to cut my screen to the very last part. You know, I trim the access. If I bust a corner while I'm rolling, I'll just roll it through the corner and down the legs so the spline holds the corner together. Yeah, I used to do. I maintained 1,200 apartments and condos for a guy here in town for about 4 or 5 years, and screens was always something. You couldn't rent a unit without rent or sell a unit without screens in it. And the screens are always jacked up. The screen door, the window screens are always jacked up. So I just got good at it. You know, I can zip a screen together in no time. I'm pretty good at that. You learn the tricks because you break a corner and then you have to rebuild the screen. No, we're gonna figure a way around that.
We're gonna let the spline do a little extra.
Yeah. The spline is gonna be structural now.
Yeah.
What happened to Richie? Why'd he turn his camera off?
I'm right here, man. I'm right here. I'm in a compromising position. Okay.
Oh yeah, you were. Oh. Richie's picking his nose. Richie he loves to pick his nose, and he just wanted to turn the camera off to do it. So you guys repair screen right on site? So if somebody brings their screen in, you'll repair them, or how does that work? I mean, a screening business. So what do you?
Yes.
So how does that work?
For our screen business?
Yeah. How does one run a screen business? That's foreign to me.
Oh, my grandkids are coming in the door. So we. I'm watching my grandkids tonight. We bought a local business when economy crashed. What year was that? 2008, when nobody was washing windows. Nobody owned a house anymore. Everybody's house was in foreclosure. But in order to sell a house, like you said, come on in, Alex. You had to have screens on there. Come on in. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, and that's my grandson, Tieken. That's his first name.
Tieken. His name is Tieken.
And there's Randy. That's my granddaughter, Randy. That's my grandson, Tieken.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
So,
but anyway, okay. But anyway, so people would just bring in screens, realtors, and they'd bring them in. We'd get them all made up for them, and then when you're doing a house, we give our window cleaners a spiff for going and selling screens. They bring in 15, 20 screens at a time. But awesome. It's a good business, I'm telling you, if you're set up for it. We hated it when we were just window cleaners because be putting a milk jug on one corner trying to hold it in your garage or on the.
I had in my Ranger, I had a rollout table on casters. It used to have a toolbox on it. And when I used to do carpentry and construction work, I had a drawer that I pull out. So what I did is I just put a piece of plywood over top of the drawer sections and just slid that out. And I had a screen table right there on site, so I could zip like a boss. But I got rid of it like an idiot.
You don't want to do it anymore?
I should have kept it. No, I still want to do. I still do screens. I just screwed up and got rid of that cabinet. It was an old school carpenter guy built it for me, and I got rid of it. I shouldn't have gotten rid of it. It was just
bummer. Do you guys have a lot of problems with that out there? I mean, San Diego's so sunny, screens are just burning.
Oh yeah.
Most everything that we do. Most of everything that we do is old fiberglass screen that's broke down. Is what mostly.
Right.
And the people that have aluminum screens just have screen burns. So, you know.
Well,
you know,
exactly. Yeah.
It's the worst.
Ran
So
a lot of oxidation today.
Yeah, I get a lot of jobs I do screens for are oxidation jobs on glass, and what I'll do is I'll sell them on you need to replace your screens. That's what's causing this.
Yeah.
And I end up rescreening their whole house too, so.
Right.
Oh, nice. Especially during the slower season. And there's Chucky.
Yeah. Chucky.
Oh.
Yeah, you're an
I don't know
animal
if
lover.
that's
You're an
Chucky.
animal lover. We're friends on Facebook. You're an animal lover. You
I
remind me
do.
of Jennifer. Jennifer's always posted about animals. So is Randy. It's always her only posts are about animals. Save this
Oh my
animal.
God,
This
like
dog
rescue.
needs rescued.
No.
How many animals do you have at your house?
I have 7 dogs and 1 cat.
Oh.
Thank God.
I'm down. I used to have a lot more, and then
Well, Jennifer's got 4 dogs.
oh,
I don't feel
now
so
who's
bad
Jennifer?
now. Jennifer is my lady.
Oh, nice. I've seen her. She's beautiful.
Yeah, I've got a girl actually likes me. It's pretty cool, I think, too.
Yeah.
Say that again.
I said a girl actually likes me. So yes, it is pretty awesome.
Who's Edna? She's 18.
That's
She's
a Taco
18.
Bell dog.
Yeah, she was 15 minutes from euthanasia when I got her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they euthanized. See her tongue? Can you see her tongue?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can see it.
That dog is dead? Wait a minute.
What's wrong?
We also
Is that
do
a stuffed dog?
Yeah,
My dog
screens and
is dead.
taxidermy.
Window magic, screens, and pet taxidermy. We do it all.
Yeah, we do.
Euthanasia. We
We
missed
like
it.
people to
We
have
missed the
pets
window.
because pets dirty windows and they rip screens.
Wait. I gotta ask you something. That dog was minutes from euthanasia? That's what you said? Or
15 minutes from euthanasia.
Yeah.
Okay, but why did his tongue fall out like that?
Because she doesn't have any teeth. Her
Okay,
teeth fell
okay.
out, so now nothing holds.
Because of his
We
age,
didn't
right?
have
Because of
teeth.
his age? His age? Because of his age?
Well, I've had her for 8 years, so she wasn't that old. Well, she was 10 when I got her.
Okay.
She had her teeth, and then little by little her teeth fell out. Because she's probably, what, 18 times 7
That's
is
like
what?
1,800 years in
Exactly.
Mark is like the biggest douche.
Yeah. So, yeah. There's
Mark's
never a
got the
dull
double-
moment here.
Mark's acted so goofy because he's got 2 sets of Bluetooth going on. He's got his
Yeah.
Bluetooth around his neck.
I
He's got
forget I
double
have
the
these on
microphone.
from work. Yeah. This was for
That's
my
gonna
work.
give you. That's good. Those are gonna kill you, man. 5G, son.
This is 7G right here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, Randy, when we spoke to you, when I spoke to you earlier, you said you'd come on and do an hour, and it's been an hour. So if
Yeah,
you
you
have
guys,
to.
that's your way of getting rid of me, right? You're
Yes,
over
it's
it.
time for you to go. No, I'm just letting you know that I see that you're busy. I'm saying if
I'm
you
so
have
sorry,
to, you
yeah.
can. No, you're fine. You're fine.
Window
Well,
Magic
you
Supply.com?
promised us an hour and you gave us an hour, so I'm not.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know, you
I'd
can't.
love
Don't be
to come
sorry.
back if you guys would have me anytime.
Oh
I'd
yes,
love to come
anytime.
Absolutely.
What we need to do is have a Richie Blue and Randy Tieken podcast from Window Magic Supply. That's what needs to happen one
Yes,
of these days.
Yeah.
Richie. And can I make a plug for anyone in the local area? We're having a spring cleaning event next Friday, April 12th, with giveaways, and we'll have windows set up outside. Try it before you buy it stuff.
Awesome.
Raffles.
Forehead
Apply
clean.
us in.
Reps coming.
You want to apply
Yes.
us in?
You have a magnificent
I
forehead.
said, you want to
Yeah.
apply us in?
Hey,
I would love that. One of these ones I will. In the future, when I have more money, I'll fly you guys in.
Just
Right?
fly
Yeah,
us in
right.
San Diego.
Randy,
we don't mind hanging out.
I'll
I
ride
have
a
one more
train.
question.
I'll ride a train. It'll cost me
Yeah.
$80. I'm not flying fucking anywhere, dude.
Okay, you'll take the train. Richie will pick you up from the train station.
Yeah.
TJ and I will Thelma and Louise it.
There you go. Thank you guys so
Willie
much
and
for having
Bobbit.
me on.
Thank you.
See
Thank
ya.
you.
Thanks.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Randy.
See ya mañana.
Yeah.
Bye. Okay.
I wonder if she
She's
knows
cool.
how to turn it off. Oh, there she
Yeah.
goes. That was awesome. I enjoyed
Rand-
that. Randy's cool.
Yeah, she's good people.
Dude, she's got more stories than you can
The
shake
Highway
a stick.
Patrol. Yeah, you could tell she's been around and seen it. That's for sure.
Yeah. So that was just the intro, I guess. But yeah, maybe have her back someday. She's got. I was surprised that. Yeah, there's just so much to talk to that lady about. It's unbelievable.
Well, when I talked to her last night, she was like, I want to come on. I want to come on. Maybe an hour. She goes, I don't know what I will talk about. I was like, well, you'd be surprised at where the conversation will go. I said, an hour will go by way faster than you think.
Yeah.
You don't think it will, but it'll go by really fast. 2 hours always blows by. You know what I mean? For me, anyways.
Right. Yeah.
And Mark Tanner always blows guys, so
Right.
That's true. Yep. They gotta be big men.
You gotta get the prototypes for the dick franchise. Come on.
Big guys like Josh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Big Josh.
Big Josh. So what's been up with you? Go ahead. What's been up with you?
I was gonna say the same thing. What's been up, Richie? We haven't seen you for a while.
What's up, Ricardo?
Ricardo.
Out here, it doesn't rain that much. We have like a 2-month period where it kind of rains on and off every year, and it's not a big deal usually. But for some reason this year, it was just like raining like days in a row, like for like 2 months, and it just knocked me off balance. And then finally, last week, it just started clearing up, and I've been going like every day.
We call that spring, Richie.
Yeah, and weekends and everything like that. Yeah, but like usually it's not a big deal. Like the winters out here are like not really winters. They're like whatever. Rains a little bit here and there, no big deal. You're still working most of the time. But this was, I was sitting home a lot, pretty much. So
yeah.
Anyway, I'm back at it. I'm glad. And what was really messed up about that, though, I think, is it's a psychological thing. Like, because I get so used to not working, staying up late, watching Netflix, crunching on tater chips, whatever, you know what I mean? Eating up when I want, and then suddenly I've got like this whole schedule. I got to be up at 5 a.m. I got to go boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, I don't want to do it. I'm like,
dude, I'm with you on that, man. I'm still on the wintertime mode. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And like, I'm like, I roll over at like 1 o'clock in the morning to, give Mark a nice fart, and then I realize it's not 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, shit, man, I gotta get up in 5 hours and go clean windows.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude, it's not good.
Yeah.
It takes a minute to get back in the swing, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Leah gave us our warm-up week last week, and this week she's slowly starting to truck us. Then she goes ahead and just adds that Sunday job onto me this week, and then then we're just like, so boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, there is no Sunday job.
Hey, you got to work on Sunday. You got to kiss my fucking ass.
These guys, these guys need done. I'm about the money now, man. Just give me the money at this point.
Nah, I'm about the money too, but not on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't. I
don't even like to work Saturday. If you work a Saturday, you ain't got no weekend.
I gotta buy it. I need to buy a truck. I don't want to.
I gotta work this
hard
Saturday,
winter again next year. I want to have a good year and still have my fun money or my money for next year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do whatever. This year. Just work it. Then I'll come down and see you for a little bit in Florida, Mark. How's that?
Anytime, man.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Yeah. You can't even fucking drive 2 hours to see me.
Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna fly to you.
What a fucking cocksmoker.
I gotta get WCR's jet.
WCR. Yeah, they ain't fucking sending us no more checks.
Dude, I'll tell you what. If I live 2 hours, lived 2 hours away from TJ, we'd be in fucking trouble. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mark lived 2 hours away from me, I would have already had butt sex.
Yeah.
That's why we haven't met.
Yeah, it's just real.
So, Richie, you got 3,000 window cleaners in San Diego. I can't imagine competing. I mean, it's like if a new storefront opens, there are 20 cards shoved in the door.
No, it's not so much. I don't know where Randy got that number, but there are a lot. But what you got to remember is that in our geographical area, San Diego County, I think is like 2.5 million people.
That's a lot.
It's that's a lot, right? And so when you think about it, 3,000 window cleaners is not a lot when you got that much, area to
right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem with competition too much, really. I mean, I just, I think more or less, at least people hire you when you do a face-to-face with them. They either like you or they don't. They either trust you or they don't, and that's it. And you just luck of the draw. Somebody posted something on Facebook or something. I can't remember what it was, just like yesterday or the day before, about what's the best way to get window cleaning clients, and I'm like second to door-to-door sales is second only to a referral. It always has been and it always will be. It doesn't matter if you're a huge company, and you've been doing it for 20 years, or if you're just starting out. It's the best and only way, I think, to get clients. I mean, unless you're doing residential. I mean, I get like the whole Craigslist or Angie's List and the Yelp and all of that. I mean, it's, that stuff's cool, but it's just, for me personally with that stuff, I find I end up running around wasting a lot of gas.
Giving out prices. Yeah.
Yeah. And, it's cool that we got the Google satellite thing now, so you can just kind of pan down and look at the houses and, give them a ballpark or whatever. But even that, it's like, I think you lose the opportunity of the sale. If you're that, like, if I was doing residential, like, I got to be face to face with these people. I've just got to knock on the door and hopefully, get them mad. Like, who the F is this knocking on the door, bothering me? Some salesman, and then, at the end of the conversation, hopefully you got a friend and a job. It's just the best way to do it, I think. So, whatever. But I don't.
I think the most powerful tool that is more powerful than Angie's List and any of that stuff is word of mouth.
Yeah.
It's 100% because you clean someone's house. They have family, they have friends, they have neighbors, I mean, I'm not opposed to putting up a little lawn sign if I was in that industry, in that part of window cleaning and leave some cards on the little card holder on your truck. You're going to get some work out of it. Keeping up with the Joneses.
I think the most important thing to a homeowner or even a storefront person is they want to trust you, because like the thing is they want to be able to, like, a lot of people, everybody's got a life, they don't want to sit there. I mean, some people do, I guess. I've had people follow me around in houses, while I was cleaning their windows. Like, that's one of many reasons why I don't do residential anymore. But I mean, most people, they want to leave. They want to go run errands and stuff.
Yeah.
And they know that you're not going to steal anything, or you're not going to.
But isn't that like the worst thing when you're doing a house and they're following you around?
I rarely get followed, man. I rarely
this
get
fucking
followed.
guy like comes on the podcast, doesn't talk, and then comes on this podcast and won't shut the fuck up.
Nah, he just took all of his talking time and put it all in one spot.
Yeah, just one episode right
Shit.
there. He just Listen,
I
just want to know: are you gonna jump one fucking shark or two? I mean, I don't think that. I think that's reasonable. If you're not gonna come and kick the jukebox and make it come on, then what the fuck? At least tell me how many sharks you're gonna jump.
Helicopter.
Helicopter. Sorry, helicopter.
Blades on or off?
Blades on, he said.
Blades on, baby. I think it'd be cool.
On.
Hey,
San
let
Diego
me ask you.
1 hour to drive 15 minutes. Is that true, Richie? In San Diego, does it take 1 hour to drive a 15-minute, like a 1 hour drive for 15 minutes?
Nah, not really. I mean, I think it just depends on the traffic, the time of day, how far you're going, maybe. But
you gotta know your way
most
around.
of the, I mean, I can get anywhere in this. Yeah. You just got to know what streets to take, what roads to take, highway, what time of day, all that. Once you're here and you get acclimated to all of that, you could bypass a lot of crap usually. It doesn't really it gets jammed up here a couple of times a day, in the morning, in the afternoon, on, people going back and forth to work, and depending on whether you're going east, north, south, or whatever. But it's not, I don't think it's too bad. I like to avoid certain areas, like there's downtown San Diego. Tim, I think I heard you talking about when you were out here, you were partying it up in the gas lamp district. Yeah, remember down? Yeah. Okay, that place is like, I avoid it like the plague on the weekends. Like, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday day. Like, I'm just I drive around downtown because it's just there's just too many people. I hate it. So
that's a big party down there, though.
Say what? Some good news.
That's a big party down there.
Yeah, I got some good news from Mark. I'm having a lot of gas pains right now.
I'm looking forward to it, buddy.
Oh, dude,
hey, Richie.
My stomach
On
is so bad.
The mating calls.
Richie, on a serious note, Mrs. Cunningham does the carpet match the drapes.
Do you ever meet homeless guys or gals when you're out working, Richie?
Oh, definitely out there.
A couple of weeks ago, or about a month ago, there was a big fight that broke out behind me, right? There was, like, I don't know what it was. Like, this guy was talking shit. You could tell he was a little bit, he was homeless and whatever, just a little kind of aggro. And he was going off on this other guy across the street, like just talking shit. And it was going on for like 20 minutes. And I'm down there like cleaning the windows. And then all of a sudden I hear these like boom, bang, boom, behind me. And there they are just banging, like slamming on concrete against cars, rolling around, big, like it lasted only like maybe 30 seconds, but it was enough to like, it was almost like a movie scene, like I was just sitting there. They were like really close to me, and I just kept cleaning the window. I'm saying to myself, I go, okay, I hope these fucking toads don't like come. I just want to finish this class and get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm ready to duck or whatever. Yeah.
Thanks, Mark.
I was trying. Sorry. Searching Zedge for a
hey. So yeah, man, totally awesome, bro. Mark's on, Tim's on.
Where are we on?
Yeah, you guys are on. I gotta take a leak.
You gotta take a leak, man. That's jacked up, bro.
It's all that Diet Coke, bro. Man, we had a busy day today.
How many houses did you do?
4 today.
That's some power there, son.
Yeah, boy, that was a fucking gold star winner right there, buddy. Woo! Cold, it cleansed my fucking phone.
Jesus.
Dude. Oh, come on, stop playing shit. Come on! What is that? Where is it? Right here it is.
Jesus.
Dude, how fucking good was that, man? That's so good.
That's a fucking
dude.
Symphony, man.
Yeah,
that's the Philharmonic Orchestra
so
of
good.
ass.
That was so good, dude. When I heard that, I was super impressed, man. I was like, this dude is fucking getting down with the getting it down today, man. He said he's been saving. He's like, Mark has got it down to where he can store them up. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he can store them.
Traditionally, most men, probably not you, Tim, but most men wake up and they'll have some gas, right? So, my alarm usually goes off at 5:30, and right about then
it's not gas, it's fluff.
Yeah.
Stinkers.
So I'll just hold them in, and then I know all right, I got to get up and go now, and then I immediately grab the phone and then it's party time.
It's party. When I see one for 10
it's so
seconds.
Nice that's the first thing you do in the morning. It's like about...
It's important. My wife goes, why do you bring the phone in the shower? I'm like, duh.
Listen, I feel important. It makes me feel important.
Like
Mark thinks about me every morning. It might be gas, but he's like, hey, I want TJ to hear this. I feel like that's great, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like that's awesome. You know what I mean? Why not?
I'm so glad that you guys include me in your morning rituals.
Dude,
I've got a
that fucker
collection
was
of
10
parts.
seconds long, dude.
That was-
10
Yeah,
seconds,
You know
bro.
what it is? Dude, you
That's a
can't even
solid
no.
8-second fart
You
there,
want to
you know?
you want to accidentally get me to press on one of those? That's how you do it. Do a 10-second one.
We've come close. We've
Mhm.
come close.
Yeah.
Dude, that is a well-trained Death Star right there, buddy.
Do we have a Bigfoot moment at all tonight or no?
No.
No.
No Bigfoot moment tonight. It's a Wednesday. It'll probably be on Sunday. It'll probably
We
be
only
on
do
Sunday.
that on Sunday nights. Bigfoot.
we
Yeah,
only do it when
probably
TJ
just a-
decides we do it.
Dude, I've got some awesome ass YouTube footage. Like I should be I've got some awesome video footage, you know, that I've been recording for some cool videos, and I just don't have the time to
So
fucking. I don't have
I've
the
got
time to put it together.
5 or 6 videos back.
Yeah, I've got 3 questions with Seth Byers. I've got a residential window cleaning video where I bid it and then come back a couple of days later after I win the job and clean it. You know, the whole 9 yards. You know what I mean? I got all kinds of cool stuff. Some, residential work and commercial work in the same day. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is I don't have the time because I'm working.
Yeah, that's good though. Will we be treated to any more snippets of a KCMO video? Because those are.
I don't know.
Those
I
are
don't think so.
stellar.
I think I've
Yeah.
pretty much, except for the podcast in a van. That's the only thing I haven't released. That's the only thing I haven't released. And I think I might be able to release it unedited now because fuck Perry. You know what I mean? Because I can tell you right now on the van ride back from Kansas City, Missouri, me, Jason, and Josh are like, fuck Perry Tate the whole ride. We had to start the podcast over like 5 times.
Yeah.
So if everyone, I have archival footage of us saying fuck Perry before any
you
of this
need
was
to do-
made public.
when you get a minute and you got some time, doing like an outtakes video, like the bonus footage.
I mean, I've already done that.
Yeah, but no, the good stuff that you've been hiding, that you're sitting on, like you just said.
Oh, the podcast stuff. I'm just gonna release
yeah.
it. I'm just gonna edit it and fucking release it like it is. Fuck it. I'm not, boom. I'll do it in 2 parts so it's easily digestible.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
2 parts is better than 1.
Yeah. So, Richie, are you making any tipless tip jars or anything like that right now?
I'm not authorized according to the legal stay, I have to let Perry.
I mean, I hate
Aren't
to
we
do
all
this.
authorized after that video?
No, I
you
hate
put
to.
out?
Yeah, well, anybody can make a gunslinger now. My question, I have a question for you, and maybe you can decline to answer it if you'd like. You know what I mean? But I gotta ask it. I gotta ask the tough questions. What are your thoughts on the tipless tip jar?
Well, I mean, personally, it's like, what's the point? Just don't unbuckle it if you don't want to tip it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you kind of defeated the purpose of the design.
Yeah.
Well,
can
I tell you my thoughts on it? I've been thinking on it quite a bit.
Yeah.
I noticed there was one thing about the tipless tip jar that is not different, has not changed. The recapture system is still like it's supposed to be, so it almost feels to me like changes are being made to try to get it as different as possible from what you originally tried to do. Do you feel like that's a just statement? Like,
maybe it's possible. The thing is like I haven't seen any. I don't have any. Perry doesn't send me anything, so whatever he's making, I don't get to see.
That. So you don't have any prototypes
How
of
do you
his
not
tipless
get to, as the designer? How do you not get to see any of this
that's
stuff?
not his design.
It technically is. It's he's just he's modifying
it's
it.
It's his intellectual property as far as the nuts and bolts and how it works, but the design is being changed, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's doing that because he's stealing it. I mean, that's what he's doing. He's publicly stealing it.
Well, I mean, he could do any version of that he wants. It's still,
I mean, you'll find out real quick when and if you get any kind of royalties on this next one. Obviously.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you got the ball rolling, so let me ask you a question, Richie, and you don't have to answer, or maybe you can't answer. If you got the ball rolling on this design of a tool, a tool caddy, as you refer it, and he can just do whatever he wants, why can't you just do whatever you want? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It kind of seems fair.
Well, all things being equal, yeah, but the license,
that puts him taking you to court, and he's not.
Well,
I mean,
guess
obviously,
my question, this is that. I guess that's what
he's
my
not going to
question
do
is.
that.
That's my question in a nutshell. And Derek Holloway asked it again.
Damn, if you got your day in court.
Yeah, my question is if the design has changed so much, are you still going to get royalties on that, like the tipless tip jar and all that? You should still get royalties on that, right or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I hope he sells 1,000 of those.
What's it take for you to start manufacturing it there locally? Start doing it. Let him take you to court for selling a real gunslinger that he's changing anyway, and have your day in court.
Money?
No,
I don't.
There's
think
no money in his end. Perry has to take him to court then. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing. This thing gets in court. This thing's not even. This is a wash.
Yeah, but why does it even? I mean, it shouldn't even have to be that. Just pay him.
But that's where it is, right? Pay the man his money and let him do his thing. If you're not going to use his design, let the man use his own design and make some money.
Right.
Obviously, you just took some months off.
My question was just the ilk of, I've noticed that he's the design has radically changed, and I just didn't know if that meant anything, because I mean the technology's still there, correct? I mean the recapture system is not that. I mean that's pretty much what it is. You know what I mean? So. Only thing he can do is just, try to change the look of it and make it not tip and, add 2 slings on the front of it and call it the Bigfoot. And
dude, that thing with the double sling, it looks like someone was not paying attention when they were sewing it and accidentally. Actually, that probably was like they discovered that accidentally.
Right.
Ricardo likes red rubber.
Hey Richie, I got a question for you. Serious question. Since you haven't been on the podcast in a while, okay? Which cost more? A Cub Cadet XT1 Enduro Series 42-inch 547cc fuel-injected hydrostatic gas lawn tractor. This is one you drive with the steering wheel, right? Mm-hmm. With push-button start and Cub Connect app. Okay, 547cc fuel-injected riding lawnmower, 42-inch cut, Richie.
What costs more than what?
Or a Reach It Flow.
Oh, I think those I mean, I'm not a big water-fed pole guy, but from what I understand about those Reach It Flows is that they're astronomically priced for what they are.
Okay. So, what would you think costs more? To have a riding lawnmower that you could put attachments on, a tiller, a little plow in the front to clear your driveway if it snows, electric start, or a flow?
I'm going with the Cub Cadet. I want a Cub Cadet. So tell me that's cheaper.
It's got to be the fucking lawnmower. There's no way that fucking thing is more than a lawnmower.
There's no way.
There's no way, dude.
What say you, Richie Blue?
Well, I mean, this is definitely a loaded question. I mean, you would think that the lawnmower costs more, but it probably.
Well, it just seems like you're getting a little more for your money, right?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give you the information. Let's see. This lawnmower can be picked up at any Home Depot nationwide for $1,949. Or you could get the Flow for $22.95. So, and then I ask you, Richie Blue, in your opinion, Richie, do you have to ever mow a yard or anything? You look like you live in a condo or an apartment.
I don't. I usually have Hydra do that shit. Man.
Okay. So TJ,
Yes,
you have a lawn that you mow.
Yes.
Okay, so you can answer this question. In a fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would win? The tractor
Uh-huh.
with the blades off,
All right.
or the flow?
The tractor with the blades off.
Okay.
Oh man.
I love
I
that.
don't, dude. We're the worst dudes ever. I'm sorry, Richie. We're the worst. Sorry,
all good.
bro. It's all good. Look, Richie's demeanor's all changed now. He's like, "You guys are fucking dickheads."
He's gonna kick our ass.
Yeah. He's gonna
He's gonna
text
kick
me at
our
all
ass.
hours of the night. You guys are fucking jerks. Why no Bigfoot moment? And I said I was jumping helicopters 3 times, not fucking sharks. Yeah, I didn't mean to bring all that up, but it was just, curious to me because, we haven't had you on and there's been a lot of gunslinger developments, and I just wanted to know where you were at on it is all, because I feel like, he's pretty adamant about doing his thing, and, all his innovations and them fucking whack-ass bags that look like zebra cake boxes and fucking spaghetti boxes and shit.
Yeah.
Them bags is weak as fuck. I
wonder who put that in his head to carry around a bunch of different channels with the squeegee.
Listen,
who put
You're
that
not a
in
window
his
cleaner
head?
if you don't have 87 channels.
Oh my
yeah,
god!
but what
Who
I'm
put
trying
that
to
in
get
his
at
head?
this is what I'm trying to get at is that you could tell that the idea guy has fucking not been asked about any of these things. You know what I mean? They're like just doing things. You know what I mean? You could tell. And I don't know which window. I'm not saying that the window cleaners that are, that he's talking to aren't worth a fuck or not good window cleaners or anything like that. But what I'm trying to say is that your ideas getting to Perry Tate and him actually doing something good with it. I like frozen zebra cakes. As a matter of fact, I like to put my zebra cakes in the freezer, Mike. I like to put them in the freezer and get them hard and then eat them. No, that's so good, and I can't have any anymore, and I don't like it. But dude.
I want to say one thing that I think I've told this to Richie, and I might have mentioned it to either one of the two of you. I don't know if I said it publicly, but when Richie sent me a prototype gunslinger that was laying around. Okay, and I know TJ, you have one, and I think Jason has one, and Tim, you have one, and I had 4 gunslingers in my possession, 3 of which failed, and the 4th one is still good because I don't use it. But even the one that doesn't leak and has not failed, the stitching is still bound on it. Like Richie, you once said, every tool has its own personality, and I never really thought about that, but it makes a lot of sense. I will tell you this. What's out there that 98% of the population in window cleaning that owns a gunslinger has is not a gunslinger. Because that one that I got from you is 180 degrees away from anything of the 4 that I have. Okay, the way it holds the tools, the way it moves with me, the way it form fits to your body, and the way it doesn't drip a drop no matter what's in it with no sponge. It's not even close.
I actually have 2 prototypes, and someone actually, I'll say who it is. Luke and I were talking a week or 2 ago about his experience with the gunslinger, and I told him, he's like, I like it, but there's this I don't like about it. There's that I don't like about it, and plus fuck Perry, and I'm like, yeah, I get that. I'm actually tossing around sending him the OG signature on the back Richie Blue fucking test model that I got. I got one with a strap and one without the front loop and one without. I was thinking about sending him the one without, but I think I gotta have it back. I gotta have in writing that he's gonna give it back to me.
Hey, I want to ask
you don't know.
question.
You won't know unless you really don't know what we're talking about. Because those are not out there. They're just not out there.
Yeah.
And even the 1.1 is a valiant attempt, but it's unfortunately the measurements have changed, so now when you stick a washer in the washer section of the gunslinger, it wrings it out. It like unnecessarily wrings your mop out. You know what I mean? It's too tight. And it's very, very stiff. Very stiff. Now, I know everyone, he took what we were saying about his gunslinger that he made and went a little bit too far. He doubled everything up inside of it, and now it's like a rigid brick. You know what I mean? The happy in between what was tested, he's unable to, I think, materials wise, just come up with the right stuff. But and not it's the skilled labor to put them together. But it's you won't know what we're saying, and I know our what we say seems overcritical and we're mean and all that stuff, but
we jumped the ship and everything else. Yeah. Let me ask you one more, and Richie, again, if I ask anything that you don't want to answer, obviously, just at what point or for what reason was it ever explained to you that your name was taken off the product?
Oh, I never got an explanation for that at all. He just stopped doing it. I think he was pissed off at me and so distanced himself.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I wouldn't want my name on a pile of shit either. The one I have that you sent me doesn't have your name on it, but I know it's yours.
Right.
Right. Well, it's a tough position to be in, because you got an idea, and it must have been nice to see those with your name on the back of them and shit. You know what I mean? It must have been nice to see that. I would have been like, hell yeah, dude. I got my name on
Well,
this
it should
shit.
have been a proud moment,
Yeah. And
should have been.
Yeah. And, things went sideways for whatever reason. You know what I mean? There was clearly more going on there than what the public knew. And, it is what it is now. He probably took his name off of it just, out of spite, just spiteful. That's what I think. He seems like a really spiteful dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I thumbs down his video today of that guy standing that 50-foot reach it pole up like it was like some kind of feat or something. I mean, standing like a fully extended pole. I mean, you can do that, but why do you want to do that?
Yeah, right. That's the whole idea of it collapsing.
Yeah. Look at me. I can stand this pole up 50 foot all pulled out at once. Can you do that with your pole? When I get this sim pole, I'll do it and I'll do it, and then I'm gonna like animate me shitting on your face. Like this dude lifts up this 50-foot pole, and then Perry runs over and like, yeah, they're like hugging.
Are you serious?
Shit.
I haven't seen
that.
That's
the wackest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, was that guy?
Do that. Do that with a fiberglass pole, and then we can fucking be like, yeah.
Do it every time you turn around. Do it every time you turn around the corner of a building. Okay. Yeah. Right? Or do it next to some power lines.
That'll make a lasting impression.
Yeah.
Now I gotta go see what the fuck you're talking about.
It's the wackest fucking vid. He's just a whack ass fucking dude, man.
Have you guys ever seen this thing here? This shoreline pole they make. It's a painter's pole. And
it's heavy though. The thing is heavy as a house.
It is heavy, but the technology of it, because like when you're working like cleaning a piece of glass and you got a pole, the first clamps up here, and you're trying to extend it. It's a little bit. But this thing is kind of cool, like, you know what I mean? If they had like a couple of sections of this, like one here and then another one down here that did the same thing.
Yeah.
You can get it up like that, and you only have to put your arm up here to keep, fishing the pole up. You know what I'm saying?
Mark's like, it's really heavy.
It is heavy. You use that all day. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a tank.
All day. Are they seriously? I seen somebody say something. Is there seriously a fucking Zero Trad 12 Gold, the ultra high mod fucking trad pole? Is that seriously a thing?
I doubt that. There's no need for that.
I thought I saw where they coated the heads with something like silver or gold or something like that. Did you guys see that? Or
silver and gold?
Philip, now that Philip knows that, he's gonna come out with a diamond woven fucking
platinum.
Platinum.
We're gonna put it in some of my underpants into those.
This is my platinum pole.
He had extensions in it, Jason, so shut up. You don't know shit. Stop talking shit, Jason.
Yeah.
Jersey,
Jason.
Is that true? Is there seriously a fucking Zero Trad Gold pole? Apparently, it must be true. Man, so there's some boss ass dudes out there that got the dough to drop on fucking a 3K fucking trad pole. You know what I mean? Damn, boy! Woo! Does it have a little midget run around with its lips on your balls the whole day? Because that would be sweet. I'd buy one then.
Yeah, but whatever the one we have is made out of, I can't flex that thing at all.
Nah,
I mean, even with
I love it.
Like 3 or 4 inches collapsed into itself, and you put it on the building, it don't move.
It's legit. Dude, yeah, it's legit.
It's like for residential, it's a whole different beast too, because like you get that, you get that pressure now. You know what I mean?
Yep. Right. I like it. I'm gonna buy another one here in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna buy another one. I'm gonna
get Joey one.
So nice.
Yeah.
I lubed my poles yesterday. WD-40 dry lube slid really nice today. Cool. I've never lubed a single water fed pole I've ever owned. There's guys that fucking cream like jerk off on them and fucking.
The only thing I've ever done is taken them apart and clean them. You know, like if I took. I've taken a garden hose and stuck it in the end, stretch it out, and just let it flush through everything, get all the grit out, and it's good to go. You know.
Today was one of them days at work that made me realize why I'm a window cleaner, man. I made 4 people really fucking happy today.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? I've just been we haven't worked all winter, man, and getting back into it, so it feels like it's all new again. But man, windows are dirty out there this year, boy.
DJ, you went on the you did a podcast with Jersey.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It was all right.
Was he entertaining?
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah.
Jersey? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I had a good time. It was cool. My father-in-law ended up coming while I was doing it. So my father-in-law's sitting in the living room drinking beers, and I'm sitting out in here. I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. It was cool. I'll say this. A couple of the questions or topics, I was a little like, oh, no. But, I would like to go back and maybe talk about some other things next time, but it was cool as shit. It's supposed to. I'm thinking. He said 11 p.m. Thursday and then sometime Friday. I don't know, on YouTube or something like that. I don't know. You guys will know. He'll shop it around, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to, for sure, Friday you'll be able to see it or hear it or something. But it was a good time. I definitely go back and do it again. I actually want to go back and do it again, and I would like to have Jersey on. I think it'd be cool to have him on. Jersey's show's a little different from ours, of course. You know what I mean? His is a little more user-friendly. Let's put it that way. And ours is, so it'd be nice to have Jersey on our show so he could let his hair down. It was nice getting on a show and then actually having to mind my manners and stuff and actually be somewhat professional. So, you know what I mean? So it was a nice switch up. So I enjoyed myself. Those guys turned out to be fucking pretty cool dudes. So, shit happens, all of us guys, me and Mark and Tim are like, yeah, cool. You know what I mean? So it's all great, baby.
Things evolve. Relationships evolve. Sometimes you got to be able to step out of the situation to see what's really going on, you know?
Right. I think the people that need credit, that deserve the credit for this, are Tim and Luke. They're the ones that deserve the credit for everyone being cool to each other. You know what I mean? Pretty much as a whole. Because if it wasn't for Luke and Tim burying the hatchet, I would still be shitting on people. You know?
Yeah.
Because Tim's my buddy. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna.
Luke's coming back on, right?
Oh yes, they were supposed to come on, but they were sick. So
yeah,
I know. Luke was sick first, and then I think Rihanna got sick, and he's like, "Dude, now I can't." She's super. I heard her on the cut. She's like, "Oh, I can't do it." So they were. I guess they were not feeling too hot. So I'm. They'll come on again. We'll have them on again.
I know there's this podcast and the Jersey Nation podcast, and I think Michael got. Is there a lot of window cleaning podcasts? I don't really watch much podcasts.
There are now.
Yeah.
There will be. Now. Everybody's coming out with a podcast.
I talk to people all the time. They're like, I want to do a podcast. Can you tell me how to do? Yeah, shit. One guy was like, he went as far as to call his shit outlaw pressure washer, window podcast, the whole fucking everything. The only thing he changed from window cleaning to power washing, but everything else was the same. I was just like, okay.
That's awesome. He didn't even try to hide it.
Then he's like,
he's in the messenger asking for advice and shit. Like, what?
Like,
you want to be on my show?
Now stop, Perry Tate. Stop. Leave me alone, Perry Tate. Yeah.
Well, based on what
shit
is, you did this podcast with Jersey, and from the description of things, you didn't get him to talk about his Jersey Devil sightings.
No.
Is that correct?
No.
I didn't.
No.
That's bullshit.
We're saving that for this show.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Because he's got to talk about that shit, man.
I think we're supposed to have Steve-O on Sunday.
Steve-O, yeah, get him on, man.
I think.
Get him on.
I haven't talked to him. So I don't know. I thought we were supposed to.
We haven't talked to our assistants and our management yet.
Yeah, the management hasn't gotten around to. This is not a good podcast. We had only 16 people watching this evening.
Really?
Yeah.
I was up in the 20s for a while.
Was it?
Yeah, it was up in the 20s. I think there was like at one point 25.
Ron Musgraves was fucking watching.
Ron's on?
Ron started his own shit.
Ron does a lot of videos. He's going to do his own podcast. He should do his own podcast.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'll be honest, dudes. I'm going to tell everybody now that, the Wednesday podcast, we're going to make an effort to do it. It may not be as long as it normally is because we are in season. So we're going to do our best to keep the schedule because we've got you guys spoiled. So, there may be nights like tonight where we'll probably cut it early. You know what I mean? Because, it's busy season. So, it is what it is. So, before we go away, I'd like to ask Richie Blue 3 questions.
Yeah, we didn't do that. We should have asked Randy, too.
Well, I was going to ask Randy, but she had a lot of shit going on there at the end.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'm going to let her go.
So, she's like...
Yeah. So, Richie, if you don't mind, if you'll oblige me here.
All right. Hit me.
If you could know the time and date when you were going to die, would you want to know?
No.
All right. Well, that's a great answer.
Great answer.
Why am I getting a lot of mad feedback now?
It is, dude. If I knew when I was going to die, I'd be like...
Who unplugged their headphones?
Give me a second, sorry.
What are you doing, dude?
I just needed video.
Yeah, he unplugged his headphones.
I'd get the voices on there.
If you could travel anywhere in the world, Richie, where would you go?
I would probably go to Portugal.
Portugal.
God.
Is there any particular reason why?
Are
you Portuguese?
No, but the videos look nice. Looks like some nice country,
Peaceful, don't
it? Either that or Ireland, but Portugal's a little warmer, so I'm thinking probably there.
Okay. All right, so this is the final question. If you could ask any question and you would get the correct answer, what would the question be?
Oh, gee.
Where's my gunslinger money?
Damn, boy.
Man, okay. I would ask if, in fact, did Roswell really happen?
The true story to Roswell, yeah.
The true story to the aliens at Roswell?
You're just not going to ask if there's aliens in the universe. You just want to know about Roswell. You don't care about any of that.
I want to know about that, yeah. Because that's I think that would uncover a lot of stuff if we knew the truth about that.
Right.
So.
Cool. Jason Lehman says he can live without you. All right, see you later, Jason. Thanks for watching.
I think I told you once before. My brother was stationed at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in the Air Force probably 10 years ago, and I asked him about Hangar 18, which is supposed to have a subfloor, a basement underneath it, and that theoretically is where they've taken alien spacecraft to try to reverse engineer it. Mm-hmm. And
he said there's nothing there, right?
No, he said that when he was assigned to the base in orientation, one of the things they tell you right off the bat is you do not ask about Hangar 18. We will not tell you about anything in Hangar 18. And what they tell my brother was they restore old Air Force aircraft for museums in there. And my brother says that that is the only hangar guarded 24/7, 365 by military with M16s in Humvees. It's never not guarded. He said, that's all I know. He says, I knew a scientist that worked in the building, and he would not answer any questions.
What base was that?
Wright-Patterson.
Wright-Patterson.
Oh, in Dayton.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, my brother
I've made the trip, man, because I'm a UFO head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I made the trip, man. I seen some aliens down there, bruh. It was Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
See, everybody thinks that they sit inside that motherfucker. They sit on the top of it, and the joysticks pop out the top. They ride that shit around. They ride that shit around like a chariot, bro. That's the next T-shirt. Bigfoot riding a UFO like a chariot.
Book it. Awesome.
A lot,
yes,
man.
It would. Huh?
That one would sell a lot.
I think it would too.
And then have them have some bags in the front holding channels and stuff around the chariot.
He's got to hold all his channels in one thing. I'm just gonna make it a zebra cake box. I think that's the best design I've seen so far.
I don't know about y'all, but I keep like one, maybe two small cut-up channels in my toolbox. One might be a 10 or a 12, just a little bit of an odd size. Okay, never mind cutting all that shit, but every channel in my box has a handle on it. I don't walk around with 48. Handles are cheap enough where I buy a channel and a handle. You know what I'm saying?
I have a handle and a channel for every fucking setup.
I don't remember the last time I took my handle off of my channel and changed it to something else. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I go 12, 16, 18, 22. That's
all you ever need.
I have two of those. I have two of each.
Yeah.
On handles.
Handles are cheap enough to every squeegee or channel you have should have a handle. I mean, it's just that cheap of a setup. It's not that expensive. You know what I mean? I mean, why would you have channels without a handle?
I'm going to change my channel. I'm going to change my channel. I got this Batman utility belt. I'm going to change my channel.
I'm going to repurpose this wrench holder. Dude, I'll tell you what. I probably got more enemies in window cleaning when I first joined the pro window cleaning group, which is the first group I stumbled upon, and someone had a big wrench holder rolled out.
And it was down like every half inch. That was
that
was the thread. That was the thread where me and you got introduced to each other.
I was ready to fucking. Oh God, that is the fucking dumbest thing. It was so
bad, dude.
Yeah,
like every half inch, this dude had a channel cut. It's just like, dude, come on, man.
Yeah,
I don't understand. Like, where are you seeing these windows? Where are you Use a fucking rag or something, dude. Fuck.
I think what happens with that is like some guys get really passionate about cleaning windows, and they just kind of get
Richie.
They just kind of get.
No, Richie, I'm passionate about good equipment, but I don't need 400 of anything. You know,
yeah, you got to have a 6-inch squeegee. Who doesn't have a 6 or 7 or 8-inch squeegee? Who ain't got one of those? But every half inch, that's not passion. That's like, I ain't got no money. I got money to burn. I'm just gonna cut shit. Ching.
Well, I mean, it definitely. What do you call that? When geeking, it's geeking. Yeah. On shit, and it's fun, whatever, for about 5 minutes, but. I mean, over the years, like half the shit I bought, I don't even use. I mean, it's just sitting. I run across shit and I go, I don't remember buying this, but I did at some point, and I didn't even know.
I think I'm gonna start using a fucking. I think I'm gonna cut down a channel and I use a handle. I'm gonna start using a sill squeegee. I think for my commercial work.
Yeah,
I got the perfect. I've got the perfect rubbers and channels and handle for it too. The Mormon shit. I got that Mormon shit. I'll cut it down into a 6-inch. The Mormon fucking ledger squeegee, dude. I'm gonna make so much, dude. Everybody's gonna want. They're gonna want one. They're gonna like, dude, that's the best. You don't even have to do no detailing when you got a ledger handle like that, son. I'm gonna put the little blue things on it and.
Yeah, but probably the problem's going to be is the first 3 inches of sill is going to have water on it because of all that flex and twisty plastic twists.
There'll be a wave going down the whole time.
I'm just gonna cut. I've got so much of that Mormon rubber. You know what I mean? And it's just so bad. So I just fucking.
Oh, rubber sucks.
I gotta use
probably
it for
skip
something.
on the
sill,
Yeah. Is that shit come triangular like that on the end?
Yeah, that's why I bought it. That's why I bought it. I just can't get that. I can't get it down, man. I just suck at window cleaning, dude.
That formula on that rubber,
I'm Mormon, man.
Yeah.
I can't wear that shirt. I'm broke up about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I am a Mormon. I can't wear that shirt.
I love their sleeves.
I'm not mad enough.
Well, I could see where someone who first learned how to clean windows, you put that in their hand like
Jeremy.
Yes,
fucking
like Jeremy.
that. Jeremy can work the shit out of that thing. I can't.
That's why I still use.
If I cut that channel down, Jeremy would be pissed. He'd be like, "What'd you do that for?"
But I wonder.
Should've gave it to me.
Yeah, but I wonder if you take Jeremy for 3 years of window cleaning with a Mormon and then put, a cobra in his hand and see what he does with it. He might even be better. I don't know. I mean, look.
Yeah.
There's a market for it. People like it. It's not for me.
I don't know. I guess maybe me. The detailing thing. The using of the rag around the edges, like they want to eliminate that step, which is cool. But for me, it's it's just not
let me tell you something.
Not to wipe.
80.
It's not possible not to wipe shit.
Well,
if you're not wiping if you're not wiping the framework and shit down, what are you really doing?
Well, you're not. They're adding more steps at the beginning of the process to eliminate the ending process. Yeah, by doing the soap and doing all the shit they do. And
if you compare two different things, windows that are normal maintenance windows like you would have on a commercial route versus a house that might go once a year, there's a big difference there. But on windows on a commercial route, all that detailing of wiping before squeegeeing and everything is not necessary if you know how to wet the window, because everybody's always talking about how to squeegee the window. If you know how to wet the window, there's very little detailing if you do it right. And
I'm wanting the seals to be wet because I want to get those as I'm coming down anyway.
Yeah, but see, dude, you can't do 70 storefronts in a day and wipe every fucking window like that because you wanted it to be wet. You're never going to get it done. And you're never going to make any money.
I'm not talking about wiping. I'm hitting it as it's coming down as I'm pulling wiping, man. I'm not like detailing it. I'll detail the bottoms, then that's about it. About chest high.
Yeah, I can use a Sorbo Cobra and get results that I don't need to wipe, you know what I mean? But sometimes you got to. Sometimes the frames are dirty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's not
Who just dropped it?
Richie, man.
Richie has a toilet on his patio.
I forgot he was even here. Shit. Fucking Richie.
Wait, listen. It might be a double flusher.
We can only hope.
Yeah.
Drop take care of
Yeah, I heard everything. I don't dislike the tools. Like I said, Jeremy who worked for me last year, he loved it. He was good with it. He actually preferred it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not hating on it. It's just not for me. Yeah, that is trad man stuff.
Like what the commercial stuff, especially, and storefronts, you got to consider. I mean, I guess it depends on what type of business you're doing, but some of the higher end boutiques and things like that, they want the frames cleaned.
Yeah,
they want all the frames cleaned because it's not.
That's a common thing that I have to deal with around here. I mean, if you're not wiping the framework fucking down, Mark's like you're doing 70 storefronts. I mean, if you had 70 around here, you'd be wiping the frames on all them motherfuckers.
Bro, that whole thing they do over there in Europe is different than what we do over here. Everything they do over there.
Yeah, they more frequent as well. But even storefronts,
right.
like I'm just in certain instances, and areas like. Most of the way my town and surrounding towns are built up, it's all right on a major thoroughfare, like 4 or 5 fucking wide. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Salt, fucking water, snow. I mean, it's you gotta fucking wipe the frames down.
Maybe that rubber's made for that area and it's just not working over here. That formula they have. You know what I mean?
I don't.
Maybe that's
Jeremy, but I'm always.
He uses that Mormon.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody that like continues using it after they use it.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even go through a pack. I was like, I used 2 and
I
said
think
this.
I got like 4 pieces left. I had a couple of packages for the 18.
I couldn't do it.
16, whatever the fuck it is.
Dude, they wouldn't last a house.
My Mormon experience. Well, I didn't buy their rubbers because I just used the one that it came with, and I wasn't going to invest until I knew I liked the equipment. But my Mormon experience lasted about 5 minutes. That was it. After 5 minutes, I was done with it. I gave it to one of my employees to try. I go, maybe I'm doing something wrong here. And he tried it, and he's like, no, it's not for me.
I'm going to try the new handle just because I want to see if there's an improvement. You know what I mean? So I'm going to keep giving it a shot as they bring it out.
Seth Byers is supposed to send me an old flick handle.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to try to be like Luke, the window cleaner. I'm going to try to overtake Luke in the marketplace on doing the Luke.
Are you going to you going to grow out the goatee? You going to let it grow?
Yeah, I'm going to try, yeah.
Yeah.
I've only been growing this since I was 18.
Oh, sweet. It's coming in good.
Because of this.
Right there. I got a big scar right there. Big scar where I busted my chin open, and my mom just put Band-Aids on it. Seriously. I never got stitches.
Yeah.
I never got stitches. She put Band-Aids on it, took me to my Grandpa Red, and my Grandpa Red butterflied it.
Oh, you're better off, man. It's painful to get stitches. That shot sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime I've ever got a cut where I thought I need stitches, I just sealed it with super glue.
I hate needles, man. I can do tattoos all day long. I hate fucking needles.
You don't like needles?
I hate needles. I hate anything that goes into my body.
Sorbo Quicksilver are better. No, they're not. Shut up, Bill. You know what the fuck you're talking about.
I agree, Bill.
Tim don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
No, yeah, I don't know at all.
Hey, can you put those Cobra ends in any fucking Sorbo channel, or is it just the
No
fucking
no, because
that's why they're better.
Well, here's the thing. No, I don't think you can, because the Cobra channel, the Cobra channel is cut and it slides into the end. Yeah.
Larry Cook.
The Cobra channel is fatter than the Quicksilver. It's a different,
Yeah.
Quicksilver's just always been my go-to. That's why I was trained on.
Fucking girth, son.
Rib for her pleasure.
Yeah, Sorbo Cobra. If you really want to stretch them out, you know what I'm saying?
They brought those are the plastic end ones.
Yeah.
Those came out. What?
No way, dude.
No
The plastic ends came out?
Yeah.
Oh, when the squeegee came out.
Dude,
I've dropped one 150 feet and the end was still in.
Mark was, hey,
no. I just couldn't get used to because you get used to that Quicksilver and then you try to change it up.
Hey, he was getting ready to pounce on you. You see that?
No. I'm just
no fucking word.
We tried them. That was back in. I haven't tried one since mid-90s, dude. I mean, that's the last my last experience with the Cobra.
I'm so used to the Cobra bouncing off those fucking rubber fucking seals. I can't go back to another channel.
That's what it was. I mean, it wasn't a smooth turn for me, like I get with the Quicksilver.
Oh man, that shit's butter. You should watch one of my videos. I'll show you the technique in the video. Just watch that shit.
Dude, that hard plastic end glides across that rubber like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Fucking Tim just come on. What's up, Tim? Hey, you know who Tim looks like that dude. What you call? The dude.
Boomhauer.
No. The British fucking rapper dude. Sacha Baron Cohen. That you know what I'm talking about?
Why?
Ali G. Yeah, is that his name? Is that his name, Ali G? Does anybody know who I'm talking about? That shit's so fucking funny.
I don't.
They do take them to get used to, like, on they're different closing out, especially the Cobras compared to the Quicksilvers. I think that's where guys get hung up on them because they're rounded more and they're thicker, so you have to angle them in a little bit tighter when you come down to close out.
All I will tell you is the transom, the little window above a door on a commercial storefront, that Cobra never leaves anything there.
Yeah,
not
son.
even an eighth of an inch. The angle is dead. I use a Ninja handle on a Cobra channel.
Yeah.
Unger Ninja is the Cadillac of window cleaning tools. Fuck out of here, dude. I like you dream chasing, but you're wrong.
What's the one that has the built-in end clips that slide?
The Ninja.
Dude, that thing don't get behind any door pull, for a commercial.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I just didn't like that about it. It's too bulky.
Yeah. I like the idea if they were to integrate that flush mounted kind of built into the channel, it would be fucking titties and beer.
Yeah.
I would switch instantly.
Out.
Yeah, I would switch instantly. If it was integrated into the channel, kind of like the Sorbo's Cobra, but with a lock on it, money, son. Money, kid. Money, kid. You're welcome, Perry Tate, you bitch. There's another idea for you, you fucking hoe.
I hope you don't make squeegee handles or channels. Forget it.
Jesus!
The Ninja does glide glide very nice. I will say that it does glide nice, but the ends are an issue. They're German. It's a German company. They've been around forever. They got shit tons of money. Fucking integrate the lock into the channel and sell a gajillion more. You're welcome. That's what everybody's bitch about that thing is, right?
Yeah.
Is the locks. If it wasn't so bulky, it would be, everyone was like, man, it would be awesome.
Well, not only that, you ever try to unlock it with soapy, wet hands? I never got it. It was a pain in the butt.
I'm a man. I never had any problems with that because I'm a man.
Oh, I forgot about that. Stick it in your vagina, warm it up, and it opens right up,
right? Fuck you.
He said a bad word,
body.
Yeah.
All you guys lick balls.
There's something you won't hear on the Jersey Nation podcast.
Huh?
There's something you won't hear on the Jersey Nation podcast.
Yeah, there's something you won't hear on Jersey Nation. You all can lick nuts. All right, man, that's the end of the podcast.